have had Sensorina for more than 2 years, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, is it still worth it? Knowing now, then what you knew now, would you still buy it? I will let you know. I'll give you the update. Welcome back. This is Maria from goalietrainingpro.com. I am an exercise physiologist. I specialize in off-ice training for hockey goalies, which means I help you win more games with fewer injuries. I am also a recreational goalie. So when it comes to gadgets that help you goalie better, I am all ears. This video, I'm going to answer the question, would I buy Sensorina again, knowing then what I know now? I initially bought Sensorina really when it first came out. My friend Brian DeCord was involved in the development, and I got it because I wanted to support what my friend was doing, and I thought some of the goalies I worked with would think it was cool.
Wow, that's so cool. Yeah.
Now let's dive in and see how it's held up, because really nobody wants to be doing the same boring drills year after year after year. So let's see the pros and cons of Sensorina looking back 2 years. If you missed my initial reaction the first time I ever put on VR goggles, you can watch it here. I'm not a video game girl. I had no interest in VR. I like AR, actual reality, the best, but to say it blew my mind would be an understatement.
Are you kidding me right now?
Then when I actually tried out the Sensorina, I found that in Sensorina I was getting scored on the same way I get scored on the ice. So mistakes that I make on the ice that result in goals against were the same mistakes that I made in Sensorina that resulted in goals against. Woo! And then when I started having some of the goalies that I work with test it out, and some of them were professional level goalies, I would say, yeah, are you getting scored on the same way in this that you get scored on the ice? And they're like, yes, I actually am. I actually never had one of those goalies say, oh, well, that's stupid, or it doesn't feel like I'm on the ice, or it doesn't feel like I'm stopping pucks. It's pretty cool. A couple of the big lessons that I've learned from Sensorina so far, I've learned to move with urgency. So instead of, if the pass is coming from the corner out in front, instead of just stepping and kind of following the pass, really getting there with some good speed and urgency to beat the pass. And I found, wow, when I really try to get to that spot as fast as I can, now I can just stand here and wait for the shot to come and be ready and be set. And I never really had that experience on the ice because things were always happening fast. I don't really get much of a chance to just go out and practice. So I really learned by using Sensorina that, okay, yeah, get there with urgency, and then you can just have your feet set and be ready for the shot. And oddly enough, I stopped a lot more pucks. And it translated onto the ice when I went out to play on Sunday morning. The other thing I learned from Sensorina, you can do 3D replay. So I can watch a shot, a save, or a goal against from the shooter's perspective, so I can see, how the puck traveled and what I did as if I'm watching a replay on TV. But I can also go from the goalie's view, and I can even walk around myself. Hello, me. Why did you do that? I'll get it right up in my face. Why did you do that? But one thing I'll often do is I will move my glove. So I might go like this, which makes the pocket dip and the puck to sail over top, or I might, just as I'm initiating a movement, I might drop it a little and then move it. So that would really improve the awareness. And then I can use one of the drills like a shot cannon or something that's just glove, glove, glove to really practice, moving that glove toward the puck, not dipping it away. So I'm really trying to emphasize that tracking of the puck, following it right into my glove, having my hands and gloves forward. You can see here, you'll notice like, oh, what's that on your glove? So you can attach the sensors to your glove, and it's just a little, so that's what the sensor looks like. You can also do it just holding them in your hands. But when you attach the sensors to your glove, you can scan in your stick, and it's really easy. You just stand in your ready stance with your stick blade on the ground, and so it measures in your stick. I made a save off the shaft of my stick last week. So it knows where your stick is. You can make stick saves, that kind of thing. And then, so there's just these little brackets that they just attach with Velcro to your glove and blocker so that you can actually use your tools and use the stick, which to me is a big advantage as well. So just like that, just Velcro straps on. I highly suggest you grab those if you're ordering Sensorina. Other thing that's really improved is my depth and my angles, or my box control. You can turn on in drills. Some drills you can turn on box control, so it shows you, and it even shows you how big the net is relative to the puck. So the closer I am to the puck, the smaller the net is, the more of the net I'm taking up. So the smaller the available space to shoot on the net is. And even when you're using that box control, if you just project your hands, you can see that box get smaller or bigger as you bring your hands back. So it really helped me, figure out and learn about how gaining that depth really helps me take up more of the net. Now it's your turn to tell me what you think. Do you have Sensorina? Have you tried Sensorina? What are your thoughts on Sensorina, on how it works? Some people, say, oh, well, it would be great if it was free, or like if you didn't have, it's a subscription, so you pay every month, so you'll be like, oh, it shouldn't be a subscription, but they're updating the software all the time. You see the Lake Tahoe arena that we have right now in an outdoor rink. So, and not just the aesthetics, but there's pro shooters, live shooters, new drills, new training plans. Dominic Hasek has a training plan in there. So they are always upgrading it, and it really is worth the subscription. It's, it's like having a Netflix or something like that. But so other than just, hey, I don't like the price, their business model, okay, that's legit. But I'm talking about the program itself. If you've used it, what did you like? What don't you like? If you have any questions about Sensorina, drop them in the comments below, and either myself or someone else is going to answer it for you. So when I first signed up, there were no 3D replays. There were no coaching programs. There might have been analytics. There were no live shooters. Now there's pro shooters. And now they run competitions and things like that. They now have Sensorina for shooters. If you have a household that has a goalie and a skater, you can both use it, which is pretty cool. I think they're angling towards trying to make it almost so you can have someone virtually shooting on you. So your friend who lives wherever could virtually be shooting on you. I'm not really sure, but that's kind of where I'm guessing that they're going to go next with it. But you can't do that yet, so don't be mad. Yeah, don't say that Maria said you could do it, because you can't. You cannot do that right now. But maybe I'm just hopeful that that's where they're going next. So knowing then what I do now, would I buy it again? Yes, I absolutely would buy it again. What I notice is when I don't have time to practice with it, or when I don't make time to practice with it, I get scored on more at Sunday hockey. Oddly enough. When I am diligent and practicing deliberately, I stop more pucks Sunday practice. I use it just on the turf like I did today. I'll also put on my bottoms and use it on the synthetic ice with my skates on. I usually will scan in my net so that I know where it is, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to have a net. I get tremendous value from it as someone who doesn't have practice, doesn't get time to just go out and skate and work on things, doesn't have a coach, so I don't sometimes know, what did I do there? How did that puck go in? I can watch the 3D replay, I can do the analytics first and then follow the suggested training plans. It helps me stop more pucks, so I'm sold on it. If it's something you're thinking about, there are a few different subscription plans, and if you have an Oculus at home, an Oculus Quest I think it's called, you can use that, and you can use that and just get the subscription to the program, so you don't have to buy an Oculus Quest from them. I didn't have one, so I bought one from them, and I've since upgraded to the newer one that's a little bit faster. So, and I like it for sure. But you can get a 7-day free trial. So if you have a Quest, you can try it out for 7 days for free. There is a pro plan. There is a starter plan, which is around $29 a month if you're on the annual subscription. It doesn't include training plans, doesn't have the pro shooters, but it has access to most of the drills, like maybe 40 of the drills, something like that. So it's a good way to get started. Then there's the Pro plan, which is $49 a month if you're on the annual subscription, and you get the whole enchilada. You get the outdoor rink. Like right now, the outdoor rink is just kind of a trial that everyone gets. But after the middle of February or something, it's only for people on the Pro plan. You get the NHL shooters. You get all the training plans. It's the premium. They do run pretty good promotions several times a year, so you might want to wait for a promotion. I have a coupon code with them. It is GTP50. It saves you $50 off your enrollment. I don't know if it works only when they're having a promotion or any time. So go in there, slide that coupon code in the checkout box and see if you can save $50. What happens when you use that code, I'll just tell you straight up. I get $50, but I don't get the $50. I just tell the people at Sense Arena, who are nice, they're real people. They're like, and they're really passionate about what they're doing. It's not some big, like, this isn't Mark Zuckerberg making this. It's just like normal people are like, this would be so cool if we could do this. So the people at Sense Arena, I told them, hey, just send that money to my friend Justin Goldman. Justin is the guy behind the Goalie Guild and Lift the Mask, which is a mental health initiative for hockey goalies. I said, send that to my friend Justin to go towards the Lift the Mask initiative, which helps goalies get access to free or reduced cost mental health care. So that's where that goes, so you can help yourself and help a fellow goalie. And like I said earlier, I strongly suggest if you're getting it, get the sleeves. I think they're $49 extra. These are called the sleeves, so that you can attach those controllers to your glove and blocker, because it is nice to use your own glove and blocker. And also you have to have those sleeves in order to use your stick, because if you're holding the controllers in your hands, then you don't have your stick. And also that sort of like, then you scan your stick in so it knows exactly where your stick is. So I would strongly suggest getting that. They are constantly updating it. They listen to feedback. They're making it better and better. So to me, it's worth the investment. If you can't afford that investment, that's okay too. You know, it's something that you can maybe save your allowance. Ask it for Christmas, birthday, for the next 3 years. That'll be your present. If you want to learn more, head over to sensearena.com. They don't pay me to make this video or anything, but that's where you go, sensearena.com, and have all the information on there. If you have questions about the specs, things like that, ask the people at Sense Arena. They're the smart people. I'm amazed I even get it to work. Anytime I strap it on, it works. It's like, oh my God, I'm so smart. I do use it on synthetic ice. Like I said, I use it on the turf like I did today. I know some people who use it on real ice with all their gear. I haven't done that yet, but it looks pretty cool. It seems to work pretty well, as long just, yeah, make sure the Zamboni doesn't come out while you're out there or something. So those are my thoughts after 2+ years of using Sense Arena. Again, don't be shy to drop your comments. Let me know what you think of Sense Arena. And now is when I ask you to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you subscribe already, hit the bell. And I will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. This is the ODR. This is Lake Tahoe. You can see there's an eagle. Yeah, there's an eagle up there. So this is a lot like Sunday hockey, 2-on-1. Age group 14, that sounds about right.